Hi. You might have seen references to AI in the last little while, AI art in particular. It's huge at the moment and has mushroomed in the last few weeks as platforms have made it possible for all of us to play with it. AI stands for artificial intelligence. The basic idea is that a computer has been trained looking through millions of images on the internet and being told about their content and their characteristics until the computer recognizes patterns and then uses its understanding to create new images that incorporate those same elements. It's a bit controversial. Will it put real artists out of business, or will they use it as a tool? What about the copyright issues when the pictures it produces are based on other people's work? And could there be problems with deep fake? Could the results be so convincing that photos could be produced by people produced of people in very compromising and embarrassing situations? At the same time, it's incredibly clever and it comes up with some truly beautiful works. I've been having a little bit of a play, primarily with a platform called Midjourney, and it's quite addictive. In this video, I wanted to show what I've discovered so far when it comes to producing Christian art. How good is it at that? It's theoretically possible to request portrayals of biblical events or personalities in church history, or to ask for a picture of heaven or hell, or the temple in Jerusalem. All of those things are on the internet, and Midjourney should know about them. In this video, though, I have focused on a very small group of possibilities, mainly logos. What symbols would Midjourney decide to put into Christian logos? How does it understand Christianity? The programs take prompts, text prompts provided by the user, and then they build images based on those prompts. So what happens if I say I want a faith logo? I think they're quite beautiful, but I wanted to see how Midjourney understood Christianity. Actually, I had not said Christian faith logo, just faith logo, so it could have been any faith. Maybe I should be grateful that the bottom left image contains a cross. When Midjourney tries to represent words, it tends to muddle up the letters, and that's exactly what we can see here. Neither of the top two actually say faith. I'm not sure what to make of the bottom right one. Is it an elephant? But let's focus on the bottom left image. That seems to have potential. So what do we have? Well, we've got a cross. Is that a leafy background? I'm not sure of the relevance of that. Note the lemon shape, the circle with the pinched top and bottom. We're going to see a lot of that. Again, I'm not sure why. Maybe Midjourney knows something about Christian symbolism that I don't. Actually, we have it at the top of the bottom right image too. Or is that an Islamic dome? Given I didn't specify Christian, that would not be unreasonable. When Midjourney makes 4 suggestions, one of the options is to ask for 4 more variations on one of them. The bottom left seemed promising, so I asked for variations. As we might expect, they're basically all the same. We have a cross with slight variations, we have the lemon shape, and we have different backgrounds with basically the same colours, and they're all very nice. I wasn't sure of the significance of any of the backgrounds. The bottom right might have been fire. Maybe that's representative of the Holy Spirit. I thought I'd get a higher resolution copy of that one. When Midjourney increases the resolution, it also increases the amount of detail. I'm not sure that that is fire. So let's specify fire. My prompts here were faith and fire logo, symmetrical. Again, I think they're beautiful, but there is not much faith symbolism that I can see. There is a cross of sorts, in the top right. There is the lemon shape in the top left, and actually also in the bottom left. Maybe that shape represents reaching upwards, I'm not sure. Bottom right, not sure. Maybe it's time to specify Christianity. So here I ask for Christianity logo symmetrical. And very clearly we can see crosses, except in the top right image. Maybe Midjourney thought that I had said, look at a sunrise through a porthole. But there's not really anything other than crosses and the lemon shape. I would have thought that there were lots more symbols associated with Christianity. Given that there are millions of Christian images online, shouldn't Midjourney be able to draw on more than one symbol? I still like the quality of the images, but I was hoping for a deeper awareness of Christianity than just crosses. Maybe I was being too vague. What if we try something more specific? Evangelism logos. Now, I don't think that's unreasonable. There must be many graphics that represent evangelism online, and Midjourney should have discovered that. It has associated evangelism with Christianity. We've got crosses and lemons, but there's absolutely nothing to represent evangelism, and that was the only word I had asked it to work on, other than logo. There appears to be no understanding of evangelism whatsoever. As for the top right image, well, who knows? So let's see what it does know about evangelism, if anything. Evangelism. That's all I asked it to represent. It had free rein to do whatever it liked with the concept of evangelism. Now, it has associated evangelism with Jesus, and that's something. All evangelism ought to point to Jesus. But what's that smudge or tuft of hair on Jesus's forehead? And again, there's absolutely nothing to represent evangelism. It seems to be a foreign and unknown concept. Now, maybe that's to be expected. I have an interest in evangelism, but is it simply niche? Can I expect a computer somewhere to know anything about it? Well, that's the point, really. You can type anything you like into Midjourney and it will come up with some pictures for you. It knows about very obscure mythical monsters and all sorts of philosophical and scientific concepts, and it does amazing things with them. Evangelism isn't that niche. Most people have some understanding of it. We talk about people who are passionate about any topic as having evangelistic zeal. Christianity and evangelism are actually major concepts in our societies. So why is there so little understanding here? I was beginning to wonder if AI stood for abysmal ignorance. Oh well, let's keep trying. Now, maybe this was unfair. I put in faith, church, mandala. I wasn't sure what a mandala was. I had seen other people use it and produce some stunning results, so I thought I'd give it a try with faith and church. A mandala apparently is a geometric configuration of symbols used in various religious traditions, mainly Eastern religions, it seems. Maybe it wasn't fair to ask for a Christian mandala, although Christianity is an Eastern religion. But again, actually, that's the point of much AI art. People give diverse, seemingly unconnected prompts, and the AI works on the combination. And there are Christian mandalas, or at least mandala-like pieces of art. But I'm struggling to find anything about Christian faith or the church in these examples. Midjourney's knowledge of Christianity seems to be extremely rudimentary, and yet it knows about all sorts of other religions and philosophies. I tried to help it. Christian mandala, as opposed to faith and church. Now, again, I really like these results. I love geometric patterns and symmetry. but I can't find much hint of Christianity in these. I asked for Christian mandalas, Midjourney, what happened? There are hints of a cross in the two on the right, maybe. Let's enlarge the bottom right image. Very nice, but no, I don't even think that is a cross. Well, I put in praying hands logo. Now, Midjourney has trouble drawing hands. I specified logo, but if you just ask for praying hands, you get some pretty grotesque pictures. Clearly there are hands in these images, but very stylized. And where is the praying aspect? Well, they are all facing upwards. Do the flames or feathers or whatever they are have some significance too? I wondered about the bottom left one. The upper white shape could represent a hooded monk with hands in a praying position. The lower shapes could represent kneeling people with hands uplifted. Maybe. I asked for some more variations on that design to see if it helped. No, not really. Prayer logo symmetrical. We've got lemons again, and we do have one cross, but I can't really see any prayer going on, unless that lemon shape represents arms with hands together in prayer. Now, I hadn't specified Christian prayer. Some of these designs could look Islamic, maybe. Let's be more specific. Christian prayer logo, symmetrical. Okay, definitely Christian. There are crosses everywhere and lemons, but I'm not sure that anyone seeing these would immediately think they represented prayer. The bottom right image gave me an idea. What if I ask for a Christian prayer logo made from porcelain and brass? I like the look of brass on porcelain. Midjourney has done a good job of that, although porcelain seems to have made it think I wanted it on a plate. As far as the symbolism goes, we have crosses and there are wings or flames. That's good, but there's nothing explicitly representing prayer. I give up. Just to finish, let's change tack a bit. Silver chalice and flatbread on purple satin, communion. I think Midjourney makes stunning images. I particularly like the satin. But where is the flatbread? Unless it's that little yellow thing in the top left image. I specifically put in communion so that Midjourney would know the context for the chalice and bread. There are many images of communion on the internet for it to learn from, but it appears that it hasn't. This actually shouldn't be difficult. It does all sorts of other amazing things. Is it possible that those training the AI have given very little attention to anything Christian? I don't know, but Midjourney does seem to be struggling. I tried one more time. Holy Communion, chalice and bread on purple satin. Again, nice, more detail on the chalice, but it has not recognized what communion is and incorporated the bread. Well, it's early days. The technology is developing in leaps and bounds. In fact, there is a trial of a new version available now. I'll let you know if it does a better job. I'm really enjoying playing with this. It is addictive. It's stunningly clever. There are many videos on YouTube, etc., showing what it is capable of. Check it out. I was just interested in how much it struggled to come up with Christian symbolism besides crosses and lemons. But maybe there is a parable about Western society there, where there is remarkably little understanding of Christianity and what it is really all about. There are obviously preconceptions, often horribly inaccurate, but by and large, perhaps huge ignorance. And whose fault is that? Christians, maybe we need to say we've done a poor job. Maybe we are responsible for Midjourney's ignorance.